Yeah.
Hey, listen. So Erica Badu has a perfume that is coming out or is coming out that smells like her vagina. Right? So I'm going to need you as my friend, right? As my sister.
That's right.
As my Monique.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to buy me that because I'm gonna constantly need to put that on my top lip as I walk around the city of Houston.
Well, beloved.
Have you ever seen Erica Badu in person?
Yes, I have.
Oh, she finer than frog hair.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Woo! Welcome to the Buzzed and Petty Podcast. I'm your host, Big Sarge, along with
AJ, representing Houston the right way.
And before we get this thing started, I'm kind of serious about that. Listen, I wonder if I take some of that Erica Badu Vagina perfume, right? You know what do they call it? Hormones? Pheromones,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So if I put a little bit on my wrist and a little bit behind my ears and then go to the Red Rooster, they're going to be all on me, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. I might be attracting the wrong thing if you smell like Erica Badu's. You know what? Let's cancel that. I'm just gonna keep it on my top lip so I can always make sure that
we walking around here looking like Shannon Sharp talking about
right, and I get a window seat. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if I was with Erica Badu, she wouldn't have to call Tyrone, Jerome, Eddie, all them leads off Homestead.
All the leads.
I ain't never going nowhere. If Erica Badu, listen. If I ever show up to one of our shows, right? If I ever show up to one of our shows and I got on a paper bag t-shirt, a diaper, and some cowboy boots, just know me and Erica Badu are having relations.
I will totally understand that at that point. I'll be like, hey, that's just B&B.
Once again, you tune into the Buzz and Petty Podcast. I'm Big Sarge along with AJ. AJ!
Yes, sir.
Tell the people who you are.
I am AJ, representing Houston the right way, and I'm the co-host. I am the petty assassin, if you will.
I'm the petty instigator.
Yes, he's the petty instigator. I'm the petty assassin or the buzz beauty, whatever you want to call it. You like how I did it?
Hold on. Why you never told me that? The Buzz Beauty.
That literally just happened right now.
Do I need to write that down?
If you want to.
I'm going to get you a t-shirt that say Buzz Beauty.
That idea literally just happened right now.
Can my Anglo-Nubian princesses use that too?
Absolutely not. This is for us.
Oh, go ahead.
This is for us.
Finish telling people who you are.
But yes, I'm AJ, the petty assassin.
Well, hold on now. You got some credentials behind your name. Don't just come to this microphone and just, you know what it is? What? You used to being over there where the producer is, right?
Yes, I'm used to being behind the scenes.
Which, by the way, he's only 24 years old, right? I got clothes older than him. Listen, by the time May come, he going to walk in here like, hey, y'all want one of these Popeye spicy chicken sandwiches or what?
I'm like, yes.
And he Asian.
Come on, Mike.
We look, he celebrated Black History Month with us. But tell him your credentials, AJ. Don't let the people down now.
I'm a producer of a variety of shows. I work with people such as Rushion McDonald, Don Paul, Big Sarge. I produced all the Big Sarge's Sports Talk with Big Sarge shows. I've worked with just a variety of people here in the media scene here in Houston, and I guess it's my turn to talk. I guess like Andre 3000 say, so I've got something to say. So I guess I got
Hey, was that on the Source Awards?
Yes. I think it was 95 Source Awards.
That's the same one when Suge Knight was like, if you don't want your producer.
All in the videos, dancing, come to death row. It would be like I got this red behind me, right?
Right? I forgot about that. Andre 3000 did say that, right?
Yeah, he did. He did.
And once again, y'all, I am Big Sarge. I known. I'm hood famous. AJ, did you know that?
Yes.
People walked up to me the other day and was like, Big Sarge, what's going on? I was like, man, how you know me? Then I realized I had it on my jacket. So, but hey, look, it made me feel good for a couple of minutes, though.
Wait a minute. Why people do that?
Some people listen to me when I'm on a sports talk show.
Yeah, list your
sometimes.
credentials.
I'm on a sports talk show. I guest host sometimes, and then AJ and I actually met when she was producing a show that I had, Sports Talk with Big Sarge, and then I moved that to another station, and then I walked away from that. I'm a sports editor for a magazine here in the city of Houston. I'm a widower. I'm a colon cancer ambassador. I'm a veteran, hence the name Big Sarge. I'm a mental health advocate. I advocate for mental health, and so call me Big Sarge, PI, petty instigator, petty initiator. That's me right there, AJ.
Petty initiator.
All day long.
Oh yes.
I like that Buzz Beauty though.
Well, thank you.
Listen, we're gonna open up this show. Look, we're gonna open up every show.
Yes.
With a segment we like to call the junk drawer, right?
Yes.
And the junk drawer, for those of you all who don't know, now I don't know how this works, AJ, in the other communities, but in the African American communities, the junk drawer is that drawer mostly located in the kitchen, right next to the silverware. That got the remote control in it. It got thumbtacks,
old batteries,
pennies, old report cards,
old nails,
receipts.
Yes.
You might find a half-eaten peanut butter and jelly sandwich in there.
A random envelope.
Right.
A broken scissor.
Right.
Or something like that. Yeah.
It's like whatever you're looking for in your house and you can't find it, you be like, hey, go look in that junk drawer. So that junk drawer contains could contain any and everything, right?
Everything. Just
like that's how we are.
Yep.
We're the exact same way. Like we go to the junk drawer to come up with, ask questions, something that goes like this. AJ, I got a question. I got a question, AJ. I do. And here's my thing. It's Valentine's Day. Let me pause and say that. Happy Valentine's Day to all the couples out there.
Yes.
All the guys out there who went out and spent an enormous amount of money to impress a young lady that you won't talk to by Monday. I said that in today's society and culture, it isn't what you are, it's what you identify with, right?
Right.
So you got some women out there tonight that are identifying that they're in a faithful relationship or that they have a faithful man. So for at least tonight, they identify that my dude is faithful.
Yes. Everybody is looking nice at Steak 48.
Right?
Yes.
And so, and shout out to all the women out there that's sitting out. They got the food, they got the liquor, they may have some weed waiting on their man to come from the studio. And I was like, baby girl, he is 42 years old. What kind of rap career you think he about to have? Like Jay-Z is 50, Puffy is 50, but they've been in the game forever. Yo, man, just now trying to drop a mixtape off of Antoine and Ella. I don't even know if those streets cross each other. But he over there at the barbershop getting rejected every day, all day. Go get a job. You 42 years old. My baby at the studio. He said that one day he gonna get a drop from a baby. You mean the baby?
Baby?
No, a baby. Like who is that? Oh, he from Southwest Side.
Yeah. See, no. If you in your 40s and you're rapping, you gotta reconsider some things. But shout out to all the lovers of the world tonight.
Oh.
I expect it to be everyone because everybody needs someone and something to love. Who said that?
Bobby Womack?
Exactly.
If you think you're lonely now.
To my single self.
Oh, wait until tonight.
Girl, I'm be at home watching YouTube and old school videos.
So AJ, as I stick my hand into the junk drawer, right, and come out with the first subject.
Yes.
Why is it that if a man is not in the mood to have sex, the woman automatically assumes he's cheating?
Well, I wouldn't assume that he's cheating. That's just not the norm.
What is not the norm?
A man not wanting to have some sex.
Why? Because
if you're not tired, why would you deny?
Maybe he just doesn't want. How come a man can't be in the mood though? That's what I don't understand. Because if you touch him, his tallywhacker gonna automatically get gonna stand erect.
Exactly. It ain't gonna stop him from opening up that pickle pocket.
What?
So yeah.
He may not be able to give you no pumps though. You don't even care at that point. Really? So hold on. So it's a selfish moment as a woman. because you just trying to get yours.
I'm not trying to get a game,
just said
sisters.
it.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get a game.
But AJ, here's the thing. How come a man can't be in the mood, but a woman can? A woman can be like, oh, you want to have sex after I done cooked for your little ugly-ass kids up in here? I done been here all day. I done had to deal with your mama, and you want to come home and get on top of
Because
me?
it's a mental thing. We just don't get...
It can't be a mental thing.
We don't do the splash waterfalls just off of a simple touch. It's a mental thing with us. You gotta have the mood set. Everything gotta be taken care of. Am I lying? Facebook Live. Anybody tell me am I lying? I know I'm right.
Podcasters, let us know. Hey,
Y'all let me know. I know I'm right.
and you could also follow me at Big Sarge Sports with a Z on Twitter. But we will have a Buzz and Petty Twitter page and Instagram starting on next week, so you all can drop all your petty comments. Back to what you were saying, AJ. I don't think that it's right for a man to not to want to have sex. Like I don't think y'all take into consideration some of the things that we go through, right? Even if he ain't coming home from work, what if he just want to come home and watch the game? See, this is the problem. You women think that a man always want to hump you.
Cause that's nature. That's history. What you talking about?
What you talking about?
That is the history.
What?
Men come out the gate ready to pounce on something.
Says who?
Says the men, and we know it. We be peeping at the game.
How do you peep it? How do you know? So how would you know if your man told you he wasn't in the mood? And then you be like, "Nuh-uh, you lying." How can you tell that he's lying?
Because his body would tell us something different.
His body gonna automatically do that right now.
At that point, I don't care what your mouth say. But see, with women, y'all saw how I kind of. But with women, when we say we not in the mood, we not in the mood,
AJ,
and the body will reflect such.
That's because we can't see it. You can see ours. We can't see it. If you walk by and touch your man on the elbow, he gonna be like. Because he can't control it. It's an involuntary reaction.
Well, he might as well be in the mood then. He might as well not want to be in the mood.
It's just selfish, AJ.
Hey, I didn't make the rules.
What?
I did not make the rules.
But you following them.
As a woman, I shall.
Wow. Let's stick our hand back in this junk drawer and let me ask you another question, right?
Yes, sir.
You ever watch the show The Bachelor?
Yes, I've dabbled with it a couple of times here and there.
How many times? You ever seen any black men on The Bachelor?
No, not now time.
Not a one? 24 seasons.
I done seen some sisters on there.
No, going after The Bachelor.
No, they were The Bachelorette.
So that show is, I'm saying The Bachelorette. I'm talking about The Bachelor, though.
No.
24 seasons, AJ.
Mm-hmm.
No African-American male. Now, here's the thing. Follow me. Walk with me now. Pick up what I'm putting down, okay?
All right.
24 seasons of society going out saying, let's get the best-looking white guy and put him in front of 30, 40 women and let him pick out who he want to have sex with on a weekly basis. Maybe 2 or 3 times. And then if he don't think that the sex is good, he can just eliminate him. Be gone, right? And then you get down to the final 4, then you get down to the final 2, and then at the end they get engaged, right?
Right.
So you know that they have like social media pages, fan pages, websites set up for The Bachelor every season, right?
Oh, okay.
And do you know who follows these pages?
Whom?
White women. White women love The Bachelor. Love it. I can't tell you how. Listen, I asked you, do you watch The Bachelor? You was like, no. I can't name you 5 African-American women that watch The Bachelor, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a bunch of Anglo-American women who watch The Bachelor, right? They allow themselves to not be judgmental when you got these women throwing themselves at this one guy. He has a concubine saying, which one do I want this time, right? Mm-hmm. And so they have no problem with that. They tweet it. They go on Facebook. They discuss it after every show, right? Mm-hmm. But then they get upset at J-Lo.
Yep.
And then they get upset at Shakira.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl talking about, I can't believe that they would allow these women to come on and gyrate like that and shake their butts. I have kids right here. Your son is sitting right there watching The Bachelor too. What do you think that you're showing him?
Yeah.
AJ, why is it such a double standard?
Oh, because everybody want to point the finger at something.
Everybody wants to blame somebody for something
wants,
else.
Yeah, everybody wants to, because that's the way of feeling like the victim. You know what I'm saying?
You mean the victim as far as
like just finding something wrong with something outside of themselves.
And they also, AJ, this is what I don't understand either. They went back and now they're falling on our Christian views and our Christian values. Hold on, let me read this story. This is from rawstory.com.
Mm-hmm.
Christian activists to sue NFL because Shakira and J-Lo performances endangered his internal soul.
Mm-hmm.
But you and your wife watched The Bachelor. That's premarital sex. If we're going by the letter of the law and the Bible, what does it say? You cannot have sex out of wedlock, but you promote it and be like, here we go. Hold on. I'm learning. We got something for that, right? Hold on.
Yes. Yep. You saw he was in a tizzy about that too.
Who?
The guy, he did a live video about that, how he was gonna sue the NFL for showing Shakira and J-Lo gyrating.
Really?
Yeah, because they was like, y'all didn't let us know. Had I known, I wouldn't expose my child to.
And and look, I'm not trying to take I'm not trying to, talk down on Anglo Americans, but it's Black History Month, so I think that I got 29 days to get a pass on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't understand it. The double standards and the hypocrisy that we live in this world is ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of like what you just said about the man, though. Like, that's kind of hypocritical, too, when he ain't in the mood, but you still gonna get on top. Anyway.
I don't make the rules.
So that's what these people can say, too, then, right? That we don't make the rules.
They creating something out of the blue air. They creating something, but that's not what I'm saying.
AJ, could you imagine if the what was it, Super Bowl 54, 53? I don't know which one. With this last Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if that would have been the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake Super Bowl?
Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all brothers let Janet make it because y'all always wanted to see that.
Huh?
Is it time for a break? No. Y'all wasn't gonna fight that one.
What? Wait, say it again.
Y'all wasn't gonna fight that. Y'all wanted to see Janet Jackson. No, y'all wanted to see that. No crickets on that. I ain't lying. I'm not lying.
I mean, if we keep it at 100, that's what we do on Buzz and Petty Podcast.
Yes, we gotta keep it at 100.
If we keep it at 100, there's some women that want to see that too.
So where the crickets going?
No, well, for what? If you saying the men won't see it, there's some women that won't see it too.
I didn't hear no pastor go on a whole spree about it, making I'm gonna sue the NFL because I saw a whole Janet Jackson nipple. None of that. Y'all let Janet Jackson make because that's Janet Jackson.
You did not see the nipple. She had on a pasty because of the outfit that she had on.
Y'all was looking that hard to know what she had on.
Just mad that they didn't do that for Beyonce. Like, now, if you want to, like, if they want to get somebody naked by the end of this song, I
just feel bad for the ladies because we don't never have no eye candy during that time. But
they gave you Prince. Prince ain't eye candy? You don't like Prince?
I love Prince.
There's a lot of women that, you know what I found out? Side note, right? Because we side note a lot here. You know what I found out, AJ? There was a lot of women that said, after Prince died, they said that they would have cheated on their husbands if they could have had one night with Prince. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of men that would have cheated on their wives.
I done heard grown men was like, man, Prince is one pretty. Yeah. Damn. So, hey.
AJ, you know what?
Give me LL Cool J with no shirt on and baby oil. That's what I want to see halftime Super Bowl. Make that happen, Jay-Z.
Hey, you remember was it Jamie Foxx who said that he went to Prince's house and he couldn't look him in the eyes?
Yeah.
He said he couldn't look him in the eyes. He's like, he's such a beautiful, handsome man. But yeah, I know, seriously, I know some women. I put it like this, right? My late wife, Jamila, God rest her soul.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if the opportunity would have presented itself to like sleep with Prince one time while we was married, I think she'd have done it. I loved it. Did her right.
Yes.
But here's the thing, though. I probably would have allowed it to happen.
I was just about to ask you that. I'm glad you asked that.
I probably would have.
So
At least, I mean, it's reciprocal though, right? I would have had to.
I knew it.
What?
Something for something.
Ain't it always
Come
something
on.
for something?
Yeah.
Hold on. I remember there was a song that said, "Nothing from nothing leaves nothing." You
Right.
gotta have something.
If you want to be with me.
So, if it was me, let me think. I don't even know if I can say her name without the Secret Service coming to the show. Hey, look, we're about to take a break. When we come back, we're going to dig in the junk drawer just a little bit more, and then we're going to go to our next segment, which is called
AJ's Thought Bubble.
Ooh, look, I almost said it, too. AJ's Thought Bubble.
Thank you for that idea, V. I greatly appreciate it.
We'll be back.
Losing a loved one is always a difficult thing to deal with. Don't let laying them to rest be one of those things. Coleman's Family Mortuary is a family-owned, faith-driven company with over 40 years of shared experience of serving families. They have a strong commitment to provide the best quality services to all faiths, denominations, nationalities, and cultures. Service in Houston and surrounding areas, Coleman's Family Mortuary offers affordable final expense burial and pre-need plans. Call 409-283-3031. Once again, that's 409-283-3031, and let Coleman's Family Mortuary serve you with the love of God.
Hey, welcome back. You're tuning into the Buzz and Petty Podcast. I'm your host, Big Sarge, and I also have the lovely
AJ representing Houston the right way.
who just admitted to us that if her man don't want to do it, he gonna do it anyway. See, that's what happens when you date sorry dudes, though. You be like, hey, look, you been on this Madden tournament all day. You been playing 2K all day long, and I done came home and now I'm ready. You talking about I ain't in the mood. I smoked too much. Ain't that the excuse, AJ?
Yes.
I smoked too much. I can't even.
So, I have a story,
Uh-oh.
if you will.
Oh, of course.
So, I was dating this guy. His name was, we're just going to call him C
Gotcha.
for
C.
safety purposes.
Okay,
And
C.
he came to my house, and I was like, oh, because he came in. There's something about a man that dresses nice, smells good, you know, it turns a woman like me on. I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, you know, and he was like, I don't feel like it tonight. I'm tired.
Tired?
Yeah, he was tired.
What do you mean tired?
I know. I was like the same thing.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, okay. So where you going to sleep at tonight?
Wait a minute. Hold on. No cuddling? No spooning? No nothing?
You know, I'm a husband. If anybody want to know, this right here, this single.
So you just put him out?
Pretty much. I mean, I didn't want to, but it's like, I like this. If it ain't going to be no action, you can go home.
So really, he was just like a rent a piece.
It wasn't a rent a piece because he was consistent piece, but he wasn't trying to be consistent that night. He was trying to be consistently inconsistent, and I couldn't have that.
So you was just using it. How dare you, AJ, use him for his body? Is that what you did?
In so many words, yes, and good night. I mean, what? He wasn't my boyfriend. He wasn't my husband.
He was your dude.
He was an intimate friend. That was it.
AJ, let me stick my hand back into this.
Hey, let's go back to the junk drawer. I just had to share that with y'all.
Okay. So here's the thing. I got to preface the statement by saying this. We're about to talk about Dwayne Wade and his daughter, Zaya, who was born biologically as a male named Zion, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm prefacing my statement, and I'm slowing down because I have to process this if I'm going to talk about it. And what I mean by process it is there's so much that you have to watch what you say without being offensive, you know, without the cancel culture coming at you, you know. And I felt like, you know, so like, side note, I felt like Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union forced this up on us to talk about it because you put it in the public so we could talk about it. Like, in all honesty, I don't think we should have even known.
True.
I like the message that Zaya had when her and Dwayne Wade was on the golf court, very articulate, and it was very smart on what she said.
Right.
But my issue and my problem is that I don't think society should have to known about that. I don't think that Dwayne Wade should have went out and put it out in the public, because what you also do is you also create an avenue and a lane. Whereas if people going to talk about it, if they don't agree with it, now they're getting attacked and they're getting bashed. And so I feel like I understand you're supporting your child. I got that. But there's so many other parents in this world that are supporting transgender kids that we have no clue about. And I don't think that it's right that you use your popularity as an athlete and your wife's popularity as an actress to push this up on us.
Exactly.
I don't feel that it's right that, and I understand, it's your social media, and whoever follows you, I got it. Your social media, I don't even have to like your page. I don't have to like, Gabrielle Union's page or nothing like that. So I'm cool with that. But when you start going on these talk shows, and then when it starts to gain steam, and then so what happens? As soon as you press send, you put it out there for the world to have an opinion on it. And so why, AJ, did we need to know that Dwayne Wade's biological son now identifies as a young lady and goes by Zaya? I
think it was more so striking while the iron is hot, because you do know they were in media eyes just off the fact that they were supporting him, being a part of the LGBTQIA community. They were in the parade with him, and they were taking pictures with him and his, rainbow deal. It was one video they had of him going down the runway, So I think it was more so of striking while the iron is hot. They was like, okay, so the attention died down on this part that our son is gay. Let's bubble something back up. Me personally, I would have held on to that until he was 18. Because it could be just a phase he's going through right now.
Because you're a mother.
I'm a mother.
You have 3 daughters.
3 daughters.
And if one of your daughters came and said that she wanted to identify as a male and wanted you to call her him or he, is that something you run to social media and tell?
No.
It's a private matter, right?
It's a private matter, especially at 12 or 13 when they don't fully have a well-rounded understanding of everything. They just see what's on the surface, and they see there's going to be some people that accept it, some people that don't. I need to thoroughly explain what's going on a physical and a spiritual level, what's going on here to my child, and make sure they understand it before they put it out there themselves. Who's to say that the boy felt comfortable with his parents putting it out there? I'm sorry, the girl felt comfortable with his parents putting that out there. He may look back on that when he turned 18, 19, 20 and be like, dang, I wish that never happened. Yeah. Because I didn't had a change of heart now. Now I want to be identified as
Zion again.
There you go.
Okay. Now, since we're here, and we're going to stick here for a second before we get to your thought bubble.
What's up? Everybody on social media,
they
commenting about it.
All right.
Yeah, like Jasmine Floyd said, it's a publicity stunt, not to support. Yeah.
And so my thing is this. Another issue and problem that I have with the way that the Wades handled this. So, Dwayne Wade has a younger son. I think his name is Xavier, if I'm not mistaken. You know that when him and Gabrielle Union went on a break, he went and had sex with, I think her name is Asia Meteor from Basketball Wives. She also has 2 kids from Damon Wayans Jr.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dwayne Wade has a baby by her as well.
Oh, okay.
And then him and Gabrielle Union got back together and got married. So there's a lot of people that until Dwayne Wade retired had never seen the 5-year-old. Had never seen it. And it was reported. Now, and I always use the word it was reported because I don't have clear evidence that this happened. But from all the reports that I read, when Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union reconcile, she told him you can't really have no contact with that baby. You can support him financially, but you can't bring the child out into the world like you did. I mean, like Zion at the time, which is Zaya now, his daughter, Zaire, and then he has legal custody of his nephew when his sister got killed in Chicago. And then him and Gabrielle Union have a baby girl together. But that other child was nowhere to be found because it was reported that Gabrielle Union was like, you can't do it. So my thing
I hope she wasn't like that.
My thing is, if you're coming out and you're supporting, and I get it, you're supporting your transgender child. I understand that. Why can't you support that one as well? You don't think that 5-year-old needs the same type of love and support? Do you know I did Facebook Live earlier this week and talked about that, and there was so many people that didn't even know that Dwayne Wade had another son.
Wow.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now another thing is, AJ, is that what about Zaya's mother? The biological mother.
I know she had something to say about this.
So, according to SandraRose.com, Dwayne Wade's ex-wife still refers to Zion and Zaya as her son. Let me read this right quick. Her name is Dr. Siobhan Funches. Still refers to her youngest child, Zion Wade, as her son. So it says, Wade and his wife, troubled actress Gabrielle Union, delighted in telling the world that 12-year-old Zion is now Zaya, a transgender girl. But Funches apparently did not get the memo. While she hasn't spoken out publicly about her emotionally troubled child, insiders say she still refers to Zion as her son. Sources say the deeply religious Funches, who divorced Wade when Zion was a toddler, refers to the boy as Zion, not Zaya, as he prefers to be called nowadays. Is the mother wrong, AJ? No. Is the biological mother, not the stepmother in Gabrielle Union, is the biological mother wrong?
No. I would say no. She's not wrong. I mean, come on. And let me just speak for the mothers. She had whom she had. You know? And she might be thinking like I'm thinking. Maybe it's just a phase that my child is growing through. I need to sit down and thoroughly explain to my child what's happening here and what you are being visually submerged in.
As the biological mother, she has that right still, no matter what her and Dwayne Wade went through. She has a right to say something even before Gabrielle Union, right?
Yes, absolutely before Gabrielle Union. Way before Gabrielle Union should be the last one to have something to say. Because
Gabrielle Union has been supporting Zaya for a long time.
I knew that this was coming. She's going to go along and get along because she don't want to kick up no dust between her and her husband. Nor does she want to kick up any dust between her husband, and the biological mother.
You remember that time that Gabrielle Union came out and said Dwayne Wade liked to have fingers in his booty hole? I don't even know if we should have said that or not, but I'm going to say it.
She should have kept that.
It's in the book.
She should have kept that to herself. It's just something certain. You've been married. Certain things, certain secrets you and your spouse should just keep to yourselves. Am I correct?
She ain't never asked, can she stick no fingers in my
booty hole?
But
I'm just saying, if such was to happen.
No, we're not going to even hypothetically that. This is an exit, AJ, an off-ramp to life. Things exit out of that hole. It don't go in.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not playing those games. No, see, now you done got me all.
No, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it.
Oh, hell no. We're about to take a break. When we come back, we're finally going to get to AJ's thought bubble.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, y'all stay tuned to AJ's thought bubble.
We'll be back.
Losing a loved one is always a difficult thing to deal with. Don't let laying them to rest be one of those things. Coleman's Family Mortuary is a family-owned, faith-driven company with over 40 years of shared experience of serving families. They have a strong commitment to provide the best quality services to all faiths, denominations, nationalities, and cultures. Service in Houston and surrounding areas, Coleman's Family Mortuary offers affordable final expense burial and pre-need plans. Call 409-283-3031. Once again, that's 409-283-3031, and let Coleman's Family Mortuary serve you with the love of God.
AJ, Why do women think that coochie is a Valentine's Day gift? Don't worry about that. Welcome back. Tune into the Buzzed and Petty podcast. I'm Big Sarge along with
AJ representing Houston the right way.
Now since it's our first show, we had
Yes.
to introduce our segments. Like we just had the junk drawer, right?
Right.
And I think that we stuck our hand and found a lot of stuff in that junk drawer, right?
A lot of stuff.
Some stuff we've been looking for, some stuff we haven't been looking for. Like no, I ain't getting nothing. No, never.
Hey, I'm cool with that.
I am too.
I'm saying.
I'm just letting you know. I feel like I gotta holler just to prove my point.
Holla.
Every night I gotta fight just to prove
and
my
say
love.
it with your chest.
Right? So this next segment is called AJ's Thought Bubble. Now I'm gonna tell you how we came up with this segment. AJ and I was sitting having a pre-production meeting
Yes.
at IHOP.
We were out.
Yeah, because that's when I asked the young lady if she still drop it like it's hot one time a year just to see if she still got it. But you remember before I could ask the question, she had already dropped it.
Yeah, she had already dropped it.
And I know her name ain't Desire, but it's spelled Desire.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Desire. She's like, that's not my name. My name is, and I'm not going to say her name because some of you all may be in that IHOP and be like, you the one Big Sarge was talking about. Hold on.
Like, I knowed it.
They gonna go to their phone and be like, Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000, baby.
Hey, don't get me started.
All right.
Stop it.
So I asked AJ the question. I said, what if people had thought bubbles over their heads where people could see what they were thinking all the time? You would have some of the most honest conversations, some of the weirdest conversations, and then some of that, because if you can see everybody's thought bubble, you sitting at your table being nosy, because we're nosy as a society. We're nosy and we love to ear hustle. So you can't even focus on who you there with by looking way over here at somebody else's thought bubble.
Right.
Like, child, look at that. She cheating on him. She don't know how to tell him, but the thought bubble is already up. So everybody know in the restaurant that
Everybody and their mama knows.
So I asked AJ, hey, AJ.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us if you had a thought bubble,
Mm-hmm.
what would it say today? What would it say today?
Well, my thought bubble would be that whole Gayle King thing.
Uh-oh.
See,
Let me sit up straight.
Let me just make this clear. The way she conducted the interview was totally out of pocket, especially after Lisa Leslie already done made her stance. And that she wasn't going to go against her friend. But she probed and probed. And then was mad at the reaction that she got. And I'm like, why you mad? You knew what you was doing. But like you said, she was going for an R. Kelly moment. And when she ended up on the other side of that, now it's all some, it was the network, it was the this and the that. Another thought bubble I had, Snoop Dogg. They went in on her. They broke off into her like a bicycle with the seat broke off. They got in her behind real bad. So bad you had to get Susan Rice involved.
You can say ass if you want to.
But I like to be clever with my colloquialisms. But
like that. Colonizer? Don't worry about it. My mind is somewhere else for the
I was on
Valentine
some of the
Day.
sister pages. They have these spiritual sister pages on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Facebook checking us out. And people was like, yeah, Snoop was wrong for calling her out her name. And I commented, I was like, he was just calling a spade a spade. I'm like, we do it all the time with each other. Just a lot of the times we do it behind closed doors. And if we're really mad, then we'll do it to your face. But we do the same thing.
Okay.
Another thought bubble I had was, why is it when intimate friends are just intimate, it's always that one guy that all of a sudden want to come in the house and don't want to have sex? Okay, I'm done.
Wait
that
a
was
minute.
my thought bubble.
Time out. Well, hold on. Cut the music for a second. We'll come back to that. I want to stick on this Gayle King thing, though.
Yes, please.
Let me tell you the problem and the issue that I had with Gayle King. Now, for those of you all who have been living under a rock, and like AJ said, she said it, and I'm just going to reiterate it. Of course, we know that Gayle King had that interview with Lisa Leslie. And the as a journalist, because I'm a journalist. Like, I'm a true journalist. I'm a media personality.
Yes.
She should have stopped after she asked Lisa Leslie the first question.
Amen.
About, how does she feel as a woman, as a WNBA player, which I still don't understand that question.
I don't understand what it had to do with.
And especially if you watch the whole interview.
I watched it.
So you seen they were talking about the jerseys first.
Uh-huh.
And before that question, she was talking about Kobe and his daughter, Gianna.
Mm-hmm.
And rest in peace to all those who lost their lives in the helicopter crash. Kobe and his daughter weren't the only ones that lost their lives. And so, from the Buzz and Petty podcast, our condolences goes out to them.
Yes.
I think Kobe is having, Vanessa Bryan is having their memorial, because they've already been laid to rest, but they're having a memorial on February 24th, 2/24.
Yep.
So leading up to that, they were talking about everything. And then I felt like Gayle King had got to the point where she hadn't had a gotcha moment. She needed a hot take for this interview. And she's like, well, I'm going to just go ahead and interject it. And then she asked the question. And then Lisa Leslie, so when you're interviewing somebody, AJ, you definitely know this. You've been in the business enough. Body language will tell you everything.
Everything.
Body language will tell you to stop, or body language will tell you to keep going.
That's right.
Lisa Leslie's body language and her tone was like, hey, Gayle, you crossing the line. But I'm going to stay professional.
That's right.
And then Gayle kept going and kept going and kept going. Right? So, AJ, here's the thing. Gayle came back and said that the network threw her under the bus. Did the network throw you under the bus in the R. Kelly interview?
Oh, no.
And you took all the credit for that.
They put her in the driver's seat of that bus.
Right? Okay. Now, moving a little bit further, even away from that. You've had two high-level executives and an anchor from CBS be removed, fired, terminated, kicked off the CBS campus for sexual assault.
Exactly.
One of them was anchor Charlie Rose, who was an anchor with Gayle King. They're still friends, right? They're still friends. So if you're asking Kobe's friends about his rape allegations and things like that, why you ain't asking yourself about Charlie Rose, who you're defending? You're defending Charlie Rose. How come you haven't talked to the friends of the executive producer of 60 Minutes who was kicked off? What about the if I'm not mistaken, the CEO? If I don't know, that may be wrong, but I know another high level executive. It was 3 men from her place of employment, and you don't say nothing.
She even said it in that whack ass apology. I looked at the footage and I wanted that part in there. You see what I'm saying?
It's another one you told me about too. What else did she say, AJ, when she was talking about Colorado?
She called the person a victim.
Which you can only be a victim if you've been if you've been convicted
of it. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Now, mind you, Lisa Leslie already said they done went to trial, and it got dismissed or acquitted or whatever. They settled, and she went back door and she said, "Well, Lisa, you wouldn't know him like that. You wouldn't know that." And then she was like, yeah, the trial, the case got thrown out because the victim didn't want to testify. Man, Lisa, if you would have heard all of that, I would have been like, oh, you shady bitch.
Oh, hot diggity dog.
Hell yeah, that was shady, man. You gotta watch it. Let me tell y'all something about them old women. Let me just side note something. Y'all be careful with them old women in they late 50s, early 60s. They be saying some slick stuff underneath their breath and be trying to throw it past you. Like fastballs and whatnot. Y'all, you sisters in y'all 30s around my age, y'all better start checking these old hoes. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right.
Whoa.
Y'all better start now, cause they being nice nasty.
The views and opinions expressed on the Buzz and Petty podcast do not reflect the Sphere Network podcast studios. I felt like maybe I should have said that earlier, right? Instead of saying it now, right? I probably should have said that, but I'm pretty sure, hey, Mike, you can go back and add that in the beginning, right? So, AJ, no, wait a minute. I understand. And I'm going to tell you why. Side note. Because older women don't respect millennials.
There you go.
They don't.
There you go.
They done been around. Look, they done been around long enough to know that if I want your man, I already know the one thing that ain't gonna never change if a woman want to get a man, cook for him.
No.
I don't care if you 24, 44, 64. If you can cook, am I lying? See, if you can cook, you got him.
I can
And
cook.
old women, them old women, which, by the way, remember we had this conversation about names of people you wouldn't have sex with? So, like, Gertrude can cook. She ain't Gertrude her name ain't Gertrude for no reason.
No.
Hold on.
Them Beverly's gonna put you to sleep, though.
Not only hold on. And the Brendas are crazy. Not only, though, can the old women cook, they gonna make his plate, too.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna bring it to him.
Every time.
They gonna bring him something to drink.
Mm-hmm.
You good, baby?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that you had yours before I had mine.
And the house gonna be on 77 degrees the whole doggone night. You gonna sweat it all out.
Now, and he done went to Gertrude's house, and she done took care of him. She done already started the shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
She done already started the shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he gotta go home to Malakia, who he walk in, and she be like, "You ain't bring nothing to eat up in here? Like, I thought you was gonna cook." Cook? Boy, I give you some before I cook.
I DoorDash. That's
You
what
see
they
what
say.
I'm saying?
I DoorDash.
As I digress, Gayle King was wrong. Susan Rice, former National Security Advisor for President Obama, you was wrong. Because you came at Snoop and you told Snoop that we got an army if you don't go and retract what you said. And I understand. I'm not saying Snoop shouldn't have called her out of a name. I don't think he should have made the death threats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got, that's how you get people attention. You got to cuss it. Sometimes you got to cuss to get their attention.
Yeah.
So I'm not that. But Susan Rice, you just did the same thing Snoop did. If Snoop threatened Gayle, you threatened Snoop. Also, so since Snoop has already apologized, AJ, can we use that army to maybe get into these black communities and build some more community centers that our kids don't have nowhere to go? Can we get some after school programs to help our kids in their literacy rate? Can we go in here and get some of these grocery stores to come in and be built into our neighborhoods where there's nothing but food deserts in there? And they had to close one, I'm not going to say the name, but they had to close down over on the south side of Houston. They had to close down a major grocery store because the produce that the people were getting in the African American community was damn near rotten when they got it.
Wow.
So can we go in and use that army? Can we use your resources, Susan Rice? Since you came out to defend Gayle, how about you just have this conversation with the Buzz and Petty podcast with Big Sarge and AJ? How about you come sit with us, or how about you call in and you let us know your plan of action so we can get it moving too? Let us use that. Hey, I was in the Army. Can I borrow your platoon?
Can we?
I don't even need a whole. Listen, can I just give me 4 or 5 soldiers?
That's it.
That's all I needed. Give me about 4 or 5 soldiers. Let me use them, and then let's get things going, Susan.
Yeah. She ready to round up the troops with that petty mess, round up the troops with something solid, something real, something substantial.
AJ, we got to get up out of here in just a second.
I know.
The time flew by, right?
Time flew by like a crackhead on the run.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
You think that this is something that we're going to sustain?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Yes. Yes.
If people could only hear our conversations away from the mic.
Oh.
We have a show on a show when we talking on the phone.
About the show.
Listen, I got so many things in my phone right now that this show could go on for 3 hours.
Pretty much.
But I can't afford that because Gary ain't giving no passes. He out on the
God,
date.
we need more sponsorship, y'all.
Hey, look, yeah, we definitely need. Hey, listen, you want more of the Buzz and Petty podcast? Help us get more sponsorship. Shout out to Coleman's Family Mortuary, though. They are our sponsor. I guess we're going to need them just in case we come up missing.
I know.
AJ, on next week's show, we got Autumn Ra.
Yes, D.
Right? We got
Can't
Autumn
wait.
Ra coming out. Hold on, Mike, before you play the music. Hold on. Because I know how this thing goes. It's in increments, so I got it to 0-0 since I done passed that mark, right? Yeah. Cause I got something I gotta do, man. We got something up in here that we always like to do.
Oh,
but
yeah.
on next week's show, we got Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He's gonna come on and we're gonna talk about have black people dropped the ball on Black History Month.
Is it even important?
It seems like I'm tired of AJ. I bet you if you went to your daughter's school right now, they're gonna have the same 17 black people they've been having up since you was in school. Since I was in school.
My children go to school in Klein. They don't even call it Black History Month. They call it American History.
Wait a minute.
So y'all just go figure on that.
Hold on.
Say
this again.
My children, they go to school in Klein District.
Uh-huh.
They don't even acknowledge it as Black History Month. They call it American History Month. Yeah. Next week's show is going to be the bomb. Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
I know that you listen. We definitely going to talk about that. So, Michael, the reason why I asked you, I'm sorry, I called you by your whole government, Mike.
I know.
Don't worry. I called Adriana by hers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know both of y'all looking at me saying, oh, hell no. Don't you ever call me by my government again.
Blink.
Look. especially with income tax getting ready to come back, they don't need to know my.
They don't need to know all of my. Come on.
So, producer M, this is how we end all our shows because we're just not working together for the first time. So when you started playing the music to end the show, did you see how AJ looked at you? She's like, the show ain't over yet. He got one more thing he needs to do.
Got one more thing, y'all.
All my Vietnam veterans.
Welcome home.
Germany.
Good night.
All my active duty military personnel that's downrange.
Night, night.
It is now time for Big Sarge's Article 15.
Yes.
Side pieces. Come get this work. Now, although I do know that tomorrow is your day, because you know that the 15th of February is National Side Piece Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the day where, hey, you done spend time with your wife, you done spend time with your significant other, now it's time for me. I don't even care that you're bringing me a half-price teddy bear.
True.
I don't care that you're bringing me a card. I know how, listen, I looked at the back of the card. I know at the bottom it said $4.99, but since it's a Valentine's Day card, you got it for half off. And not only that, if you like a side piece, you ain't getting done until Tuesday when Walmart done marked everything down 75%. Don't ask me how I know that, AJ. I had a friend tell me, okay?
Okay, so I was about to ask.
Side pieces. The reason why I'm telling you to come get this work is y'all starting to get beside yourself. This social media has caused you all to think that you're more than what you are. You are a side piece for a reason. You are not the main. And I'm tired of you side pieces knowing that you play the two guard, trying to play the point guard, knowing that he brought you in as a wide receiver and you want to play quarterback. You're not leading this team. He has you in second place, or he has you second for a reason. And now all of a sudden y'all done went out. Social media has ruined it. AJ, if that had been social media back in my day, there probably wouldn't have been a Big Sarge. You probably wouldn't even known a Big Sarge, right? Because listen, I ain't always been saved, sanctified, and filled with Crown Royal vanilla. You know I switched it up from apple because the vanilla tastes better, right?
Vanilla is the bomb.
I ain't always been saved, AJ. So I may have had, a girlfriend of 6 at the time. Maybe not 6. Definitely 4. Did I ever tell you the story, AJ?
No.
So I know we ain't got time for our definite music, but let me tell you a little story right quick. I remember one time I was playing football, right, in high school, right? So senior year, I'm starting, kind of like the man, me and my best friend. I'm not gonna say his name on here, to protect him. So anyway, me and my best friend, I play strong safety. He plays free safety. We do it. So my mama is in the crowd, right? So I turn. My number one girlfriend is sitting next to my mom, right?
Uh-huh.
So I wave like this, right? All I do is go like this. Like, for those of you all listening on the podcast, I just wave my hand. I wave my hand, right?
Uh-huh.
My girlfriend, my number one that's sitting next to my mama, she waves back, right? And then guess what happens?
What?
3 other hands in the stands go up. My boo-boo over here, and my boo-boo over there, and my boo-boo over there. And so my number one is sitting next to my mama because she number one. Now, I put it like this. Number two don't really know she's number two, but 3 and 4, oh, they know I got a girlfriend.
Number 2 don't know.
Number 2 is kind of like, because listen, let me tell you something. Number 2, you know, I know that I'm giving side pieces a hard time right now. And side note, dudes can be side pieces too.
Yes, they can.
I've been 1 or 7. So look, anyway, that's another story for next week, AJ. So look, number 2 always thinks that they got a chance at being number 1, right? That was back in the day, right? But now, ain't no such, listen, if you number 2 for a reason, and you know you're number 2 because he ain't got you on his social media. He got his wife. He got his significant other. He got the woman that done took care of his student loans.
Yeah.
He got the woman on there that went and picked his mom up to take her grocery shopping, Christmas shopping, then wrap gifts, then been to the family reunion. You don't even know his third cousin. You know how I know you don't know? Because you swipe right on him on Tinder. You see what I'm saying, AJ?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? These side pieces don't know their roles anymore because of social media. So now you stalking my page.
Well, since
Did
side
I
pieces.
say mine?
Yes, you said mine. Personal. Is this a personal story? I thought this was Article 15.
Article 15 is not a personal story. I just got caught up in the moment. What were you saying now?
There was a shift in the wind. You know, side pieces getting married now. They didn't. Oh yeah, they just started wifing the side pieces about 2, 3, 4 years ago. Yeah.
Who?
The whole Love and Hip Hop thing.
Can I ask you a question right quick?
Mm-hmm.
If you was a side piece and a dude came and wanted to wife you up after you'd been a side piece, would you be fearful that there's going to be another side piece?
There will be another side piece. He would be my other side piece because I'm too much of a G for that.
You ain't never get married?
Huh?
You been married before?
Been engaged. That's about as far as I go.
Do you ever want to get married?
I don't know.
Do you ever want? Could you be a side piece?
No.
Never?
I'm too intuitive.
What do you mean?
Meaning I would know that I'm a side piece.
So if you do it, so you met a dude. What if you met a dude, right? Who's like, you know, I'm in a relationship, but I really like you. I'm digging you. I want to take care of you, this, that, and the other. No? I'm trying to be an IG thought model, whatever it is that they call. I'm trying to be, you know, there's a dude playing the XFL that used to be an IG model who modeled underwear. You could listen. You could side piece. You could 3-piece Popeye's chicken meal me for all I care. I could be a breast, leg, or a thigh.
Exactly. I'm just saying you can't be too hard on the side pieces because side pieces started winning. I'm just saying.
Started winning.
They started marrying the side pieces.
If he brought you up off the bench
and put her on the start lineup,
guess what? There's a position open on the bench.
But they don't think like that.
That's because that's just you millennials.
Me? No.
Oh, wait. You ain't a millennial now. Hold on. Last week you told producer M that you was a millennial.
I was just born in 1986, but spiritually, I'm old.
Oh, so look, in dog years, I'm 451 now.
I done been here a couple of times. I know better.
All I'm going to tell you is this. Side pieces.
Yes.
Y'all need to learn your role. Somebody needs to write a handbook for you all. Y'all done let Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop get y'all all twisted. You didn't just because you have access to his IG now. You all in there, and you know you all in there not playing your role. Hey, listen, maybe one day on this podcast, AJ will jump to the corporate side pieces. They call them work spouses. Hey, cue the music, producer M. AJ.
Yes, sir.
Tell them where they can find you at.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, a.jthomas on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm just Adriana Thomas. Y'all just follow me, check me out.
You can follow me at Big Sarge Sports with a Z at the end on Twitter and on Instagram. And on next week, we will have a Buzz and Petty page, right?
That's right.
Facebook, Instagram, and I can't do Snap. That's where they hide nudes at. That's what it was designed for, AJ. We'll talk about that later. Don't judge me. You don't know my life, all right?
Okay.
All my Anglo-Nubian princesses out there. I'm out.
Bye, y'all.